Hi everybody, this is Atif Tatari, General Manager of Empire, and today I'm going to be talking about sprains and strains and what you can do when it happens and when you get home and everything like that. We've played a long season so far, about 20 or so games. So as they say in baseball, it's the dog days of summer. So it's getting hotter. People when they get tired, they're more prone to injuries. Some of the injuries that you're more prone to are muscle strains. People think it's warmer. Oh, I don't need to warm up. It's so hot outside. Once I run for a couple of minutes, I can stretch out. But the thing is, since it's hotter, you're going to be sweating a lot more, and you're going to be losing fluid, and you're going to feel a little more dehydrated, which can actually make you more prone to sprains and strains. So the mnemonic, that's commonly used is RICE. So the R stands for rest. So after it occurs, obviously, if it's like a leg muscle, you want to make sure you stop running, go to the bench. If it's just shoulder or elbow, that could be more serious. So you want to make sure, you go to catcher or, just take yourself out of the game just to be safe. So, that's very important that you rest it because, obviously, if you strain something, you're going to feel a little pain. So that pain is obviously signifying something to your body that, oh, something's not right. So, like I said, R is for rest. The next one is I, which is for ice. So the proper way to ice is you're going to do 15 minutes on and 15 minutes off. Some people, the common mistake is people will put the ice directly on the skin. And although you can do that, the actual proper way is to put some type of barrier, like a towel. You could, if you're on the field, you can, get a shirt or something and put some ice in that. It's suggested that people just have coolers anyway. Just obviously they can put their stuff in there, but just in case ice is needed, due to injuries and stuff like that. So you're gonna put 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off, with a barrier. And that's something you can do on the field right away to prevent swelling, and you can do that when you get home as well, or on your ride back home. You can even do that in the car. So the next one is C, compression. So one of the most common injuries are sprained ankle. Sometimes these bases aren't totally secure. Last week, someone from Empire slid into home at Eisenhower D, and the whole thing just plopped right off. So you can't assume anything is secure. So with the sprain, the most common thing, so like a sprained ankle, for example. What you'll see people do is they'll tie the shoelaces really tight as they can. So that's actually like a form of compression. So, let's say it's your calf or your hamstring or something like that. It might be a little harder, but, make sure you let your captain know, is there, ask them if there's any ACE bandages in the first aid kit. That's something, you can wrap a hamstring, you can wrap up a calf, a bicep, a tricep, things like that. So that covers compression, and then E is elevation. So for example, if you strain your hamstring or your gluteus muscle or your groin or something like that, groin might be a little harder to elevate, but what you want to do, after you do the first 3 steps is you want to make sure you elevate it. So let's say you sprain your ankle, for example, that'll be easy. So when you lie in bed, you want to make sure you put a pillow or two under your feet. You want to make sure the part that's swollen is above your heart. So let's say you sprained your wrist, or your elbow or your forearm's hurting a little bit. What you can do is you can just sit at a desk, put your arm up like this or something, make sure it's above heart level. That should help with some drainage. Also, what you can do is you can take some anti-inflammatories, Motrin, Advil, Aleve, things like that. You can take Tylenol for pain, but the anti-inflammatory properties are not very good. Also, aspirin can be used, but just make sure you take it as directed, and you take them with food. If you have any kidney problems, you should avoid anti-inflammatories, and Tylenol is good. If you have any liver problems, you want to make sure you don't take any Tylenol, and if you were to have both, just contact your doctor before you take any medications. So that wraps up my segment for this week, and everybody stay healthy this week.